So we're back.
Okay. So you're going to the Ringling Brothers and Barber Billy Circus.
Right. So Dad, so we're living on Broad Street. Dad tells us one weekend, hey guys, next weekend, me and your mom are taking you and your brothers. We're going to see the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus.
I saw them too, yeah.
I'm like, where, Dad? Where?
Yeah.
Where? You can understand that July 4th, Papa taking me and Mike and Chris. Because it wasn't, Mom, you gotta understand, we're from the country so far. So going up to Charlotte, as a kid, my mom's side of the family would be like, man, I don't want to go to that traffic in Charlotte.
Yeah.
My dad's from New York. He's from Boston.
Big city.
Yeah, so Dad's idea of getting a sandwich, so we might drive to Charlotte and go somewhere and get us a sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, we're not 45 minutes away from interstate. So, you know, so he's taking us to he tells us we're going to Charlotte to see the Ringling Brothers Barnum Bailey Circus.
Yeah.
We get a half mile away. But all I know is this. I'd taken a field trip the year before to RJ Reynolds to the tobacco place, so I knew we was getting close to the Charlotte headquarters and Winston-Salem headquarters or something. But I didn't quite know that it was going to be as big as this arena was. So I never seen an arena. It pales in comparison to what we have in Charlotte nowadays anyway. But as a kid pulling up, you thought I was looking at the Taj fucking Hall. Me and Mike were like, oh my God, look at the Charlotte Coliseum. I remember it was the walk around Coliseum, sort of like a ball where you walk around and it slowly goes up. And then it tells you your entrance. So we went through this black curtains. And we go into the entrance, the first thing I see is they're practicing with the tigers down below, and we got good seats. Clowns are so close to Chris is already scared. Mike's asking for a hot dog, and I want to know if I got to go pee somewhere, where can I go? But I'm loving what I see. And dude, that was the same years that, you understand, we would go in the summer times to see the Carolina Lightning. Same year, Steve, we were also going to, remember me telling you about the Camel GTs?
Yeah.
This was Camel GT years. The reason why that my dad was Greek and looked dark skinned even though he worked inside, we spent our time, we weren't camping people, but we'd go see stuff. And it would be outside. Camel GTs were 6 to 8 hour days on the weekends in Charlotte in the infield. And like, and Carolina Lightning, you know, July 4th, man, I'll never forget going to like downtown Charlotte. He took us somewhere to a parking deck that was overlooked like everything for some reason. And the fireworks were like, well, I seen them when my grandparents lived in Arlington. We went one year for the Washington, D.C. National Fireworks. That was obviously cool as all get out. And believe it or not, Signal Hill Mall used to have good ones. And I'm a kid that grew up seeing fireworks in Washington, D.C., New York, whatever. I saw like real stuff. But yet, I've seen Signal Hill Mall do some of the best ones I can remember. I know one year at the Coke 600, they did some really good ones one year. For a short amount of time, it was pretty dramatic.
Well, they used to have it here in downtown Boston. Years ago.
And I always loved it when they would do Beethoven in the symphony, when they public do like a symphony. You hear Beethoven, and you see the fireworks at the same time, or you hear a lot of your patriotic, like Civil War music that would be played through it, you know. Or music of the Civil War era, not Civil War music. Now, let me get it twisted. I'm not for, you know, any of that.
That was a popular song.
Oh, that was a great popular song, I'm telling you, I would put the Spinners in the same category as that guy's like, Dream Weaver.
Gary Ray.
Yeah. Or Chris, or what is it, Christopher Cross. From the boat song.
This is a popular one too, man. We play this all at WHRP, Hand me down my walking shoes. Hand me down my
I know what this is.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, yeah. Oh, yeah. Y'all know what we do when it's a good song. We tug it down. Cheers. Man, yeah. The Rubber Man. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Rubber Band. Is it the name of it? Is it Rubber Band?
Who are you talking to?
Nobody. I'm trying to figure out.
Pt.4.
I know it is.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out why they named it the Rubber Band Man song.
Well, because they're singing about the Rubber Band Man.
I said that I'll never forget when Steve first got to Phoenix. He put big speakers in the back and he'd drive up and down the road with the Rubber Man song. He had a big rubber band painted on the side of the Phoenix.
You kidding? Shouldn't see Bang Bang as a and up and just a front speaker?
I know.
Yeah. Well, when I first got the Impala, when I first moved out here, the Impala, it just had an AM radio.
Right.
So I found WHIP, man, this is a cool, you know.
Oh, of course.
Local Mooresville.
And it's got all the songs I like.
Oh, yeah.
For the most part.
Oh, yeah.
You're never going to agree with everything. But if you do half to 3/4 of what I like, then I'm in like Flint.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, for being a local,
And it's local, yeah.
You know, Brown and Walker Cattle Company.
It's less than 2.5 miles from here.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Less than 2 miles from here.
because they talk about Brown and Walker, you know, cattle company.
Is it?
Coyote resistant. So I tell Jamie, how the hell can a coyote, or how can a cow be coyote resistant? Last Saturday night, Dan and I, we went over, and we picked up Tony Brown,
Yeah.
and we went over to Lancaster.
Uh-huh.
So I asked Tony, you know, how can a cow be coyote resistant? He said, normally a cow or a coyote, the cow would run. But these cows will actually turn and attack and run off the coyote.
Right.
They'll gang up on the coyote and run them off.
I mean, what do you buy? I didn't want. So what? Now we got name brand cows. I didn't want coyote resistant. Maybe donkey kick a cat every once in a while. Maybe just drop kick a midget. And yeah, I'll take one of them cows. Wow, I didn't realize it was that in depth.
Well, yeah.
Is this a burning love?
No.
Are you serious?
What's that?
What's the name of this song?
I keep working my way.
Oh my God,
It's a classic.
dude! This song was played from
from
78 to 80 something. This song was played 1,000 times a day.
Well, I found this at Big Hat Larry's. I thought, this would be a bunch of great hits.
It just makes you
I
feel
forgot
good.
about the song.
Here we go, Ronnie said.
No, but
Play it every day.
yeah. Good God, Eddie.
Good God, bell bottom, butterfly collar, elephant ears if I got money.
What hell of a
Look,
song.
elephant ears if you got money, the
Oh.
big ones, but regular bell bottom.
Yeah.
And he said if you didn't got elephant ears, he'd clap and try to make them sound bigger.
That's hilarious.
Take it till you make it.
Man. Oh, yeah.
Every day. Here, Ronnie said, "You get ready. Get ready to sing."
Good God.
Here we go. Eddie.
Good.
I'll be working.
yeah,
Look,
man.
I can see him and Rudy trying to. And Ronnie said he saw I saw him with some white boys back in the late 70s. He said we did rhythm. He said Motown music. He said, but I was singing the. He said I was singing the main part. The boys are back up. He said, and then white girl just be dancing my music.
Oh, yeah.
Just be like,
It seems like Soul Train.
oh yeah.
Soul.
Hey, I saw a thing on Facebook,
Yeah.
and they showed a bunch of white girls from like the mid '70s on Soul Train, and they was dancing real hard. They said back when the cocaine was real good.
Oh, yeah.
I showed it to
It's
Dad.
like disco. I mean,
Yeah.
That was cocaine fueled.
I mean, God forbid, Don Cornelius, you
Yeah.
hosted the show for that long, and then you blew your head off. Really?
Who'd have thought?
Yeah, suicide is horrible, man.
Yeah, suicide, expected painless.
Yep. I mean, listen to me. Look at the guy from what's the families that line up? Steve Harvey hosted now. What's that?
Oh, yeah. Never few.
There used to be
Dawson?
before Richard or after Richard Dawson. The guy that hosted it from the mid '80s to the early '90s
Was
with
it
the
Louis
glasses.
Anderson?
No, not Louis Anderson.
Oh,
He was the short guy with the glasses.
Oh, gosh.
He hung himself.
Wow.
He became a meth addict. Yeah, he hosted it for like 8 years.
after Richard Dawson?
Yes. He was the main host for like 8 years.
I never know.
They renewed his contract,
Yeah.
and they knew he had a drug problem.
Wow.
But man, he was strung out on meth, and man, one day they found he fucking hung himself for some reason.
Wow.
Like he just renewed the contract. He'd been with them because he was real short. They got to where with Richard Dawson, he kissed all the ladies.
Yeah.
Well, he did an homage to the old school. Yeah. Where he'll be little, he'd be like, come on. His stick was, come on, girl, bend down and give me a kiss, because he was short. You know what I'm saying? So. But everybody said his personality was great. Like, yeah, he was high for the past 6 years on meth, or 8 years. And his contract, they renewed it for like $100 million for like 8, 9 more years. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just great with everybody. Like, of course he was. He'd been strung out for 12 years. You know, what was it, dude? I'll have to look his name up, and the next time I'll bring it up to you.
I know I'd recognize it, but
if I had my Wi-Fi.
When I was a kid, it was.
Of course it was. But yeah, what I should have said was, this is when they had a string of people from Louis Anderson or whatever. Yeah. But there was a pause point where he honestly was a host for about 6 to 8 years, and they had renewed his contract, and he was that was gonna be in like the early mid 90s all the way to like the mid 2000s. He renewed his contract, and then like 6 months later. He killed himself.
Face, but, you know, it's like
he had the typical 90s long hair, kind of.
Who the hell was that?
He is damn neck, dude. I haven't thought about him in a long time, actually.
No.
Actually, the last time I talked about it was Hooper, and Hooper asked me, and I couldn't remember. And when I looked it up for him, he recognized it and remembered it, just like I did. This was the #1 hit.
Yeah, I've heard this on Jimmy.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Still a great hit. My lover, great song, man. And I know the lyrics to these.
Well, it was a great find. Man. Big Hat Larry's, man.
Yeah, dude.
God rest Lois. So,
man.
He's a great kid.
Oh, yeah.
And like I say, you know, I wish they would have wrote more in the paper.
Yeah.
They praise Otis and Tom Jenkins.
Man, don't even get me started. Don't get me started. Yeah. I mean, somebody had wrote the other day, and think about this. Yeah. This is the God's honest truth. There wasn't. You had Otis.
Yeah.
Otis was married. He drank himself. He always. Ain't B. Yeah. Everybody on there, every single person on there had a problem, except Floyd. You know why? Because he didn't have no woman.
Right.
Floyd didn't have to worry about nothing. Floyd's in everybody else's business.
Yeah.
Everybody else was unhappy because somebody died. Ain't B was with her. So was Paul. You know what I'm saying? Nobody on there was happy. Barney wasn't happy, even though he was with Thelmaloo and all these people. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But no, everybody that was with somebody was unhappy. The only one, I mean, Otis, his #1 problem is he's married. Hell, he can lock himself in at night.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. The only one that wasn't unhappy was Floyd. And in real life, Floyd was the most miserable human being. His arthritis was so bad that if you look,
it got to the point where
all of his shots are where he's sitting down in the barber chair. Yeah, because he couldn't stand up. You know. Meanwhile, Ain't B, True Life, was an alcoholic. Biggest bitch on the set.
But that was one of the funnier episodes where
Ain't B
she played the piano.
Exactly. You know why? Because she didn't have to get the character. That was her character. that was Ain't B every day from 1 to 4 when they went on lunch at MGM. Yeah. Ain't B was in the she was three bottles deep in the old sauce over there. Yeah. So she didn't have far to crawl to get to that number. Man, I saw where. Here's how social media is horrible. If you're famous or you do a video, and God forbid something happened to me, I don't want to get hit by a car on the way home on my bicycle, and this be the last video they have. That'd be horrible. But like Aaron Carter, he's one of the brothers of the Backstreet Boys. He died the other day, right? Man, like 4 hours before he died, he's arguing with his girlfriend live on Facebook. There were like a couple days beforehand, and then like a couple hours beforehand, he's like shows up and he hits the button. And Aaron, we know he's messed up. He had started doing what LBI did. I'm not LBI, God forbid. He started doing what Fats did over here.
Oh no.
He started huffing. He was huffing, Steve. So you got a guy that's a multi-millionaire who's fucking. He admitted to huffing Duster.
Yeah.
He got the warm-ups. Let me tell you something. That's horrible. And he ended up dying, man. Well, he would have if I hadn't found. I said, you know what? Cody,
You know,
I threw it in the back end of the shed. I said, if you can go over and get it, we could have got it the second. He couldn't have done it. It'd been Mount Everest. He couldn't have done it.
yeah,
No. So, then of course he thanked you the next day.
Right.
But yeah, man, he had posted live about 4 hours before he died, and they found him in the tub, dead. But what was so bad was, man, this kid, if you see a montage, he admitted to having
Well,
it.
you know it's so bad.
What's
That's
that?
the last song in the episode.
That sucks, dude.
I know, but
All right, guys.
yeah.
Y'all have a good one.
Oh, yeah.